That is how I make sure that I'm staying within my free spending amount. And that could also be a way that you make sure that you're staying within your free spending amount. Know the days of the week where you're going to actually need to spend money, and the other days, shut it down. Shut it down because you don't need to be spending money each and every day, especially if you have your needs taken care of. The past couple of months, I have been overspending on my free spend amount. The free spend amount is the amount that I allot myself to freely spend throughout the month. And it could be on various things, happy hours, hanging out with friends, um, it could be a number of things. Just think of whatever it is that you enjoy in life that you want to spend your money on. That is what your free spend amount should be dedicated to. And my free spend amount was definitely dedicated to that, but I kept overspending, overindulging, enjoying myself um to no height, right? Because I would not even set myself or remind myself that I had this free spend amount because I would just keep spending. And that's where I was, and that's how I've been the past couple of months. But I guess during the summer months, we wild out a little bit more than we normally would, and I definitely did, and it hurt me in the areas of that you're not able to put as much money as you would like to saving or investing or um to paying off your house. But let me backtrack that a little bit because I'm always going to put money in my investments. The amount that I state that I'm going to put in my investments, it always goes towards my investments. But then where I take away from is like I have this car fund where I'm saving to pay for cash for a car. And so then I don't end up putting money in that fund because I've overspent. So my investments are always going to get the amount that I state that they're going to get for that month. That's one thing that I don't usually um, skimp on, so to speak. But the car fund might not get the amount that it's supposed to get for that month if I overspent. And that's still wrong, right? So what I need to do for this upcoming month is go back to what I was doing before I started to overspend. And so this video is really a reminder to myself to get yourself back together. Get it together. Like reel yourself all the way in. No, you cannot be going to happy hour with your girlfriends, eating oysters and shrimp and lobster and doing all of this. No, like chill out. And that's a reminder to myself, yo, self, chill out. And sometimes we got to talk to ourselves like that because we would have no money if we didn't. So, note to self, chill out. There you go. Now, what did I do before the last 2 months to ensure that I was only spending the amount that I allotted for myself to spend? What did I do? So, what I did was I made sure that I did not spend money every day. Now, what do you mean by that? Okay, so I sit down the 30th of every month and I pay my bills for the entire next month, right? So I sit down again the 30th, I pay every single bill that I have. How do I do that? Because I make sure that all of my bills due dates are within that range, right? So maybe like the first week of the month and the bills have been issued to me before the 30th, and then I sit down and then I could go ahead and pay it. Now, in a lot of instances, you do have the option to determine when your bill's due date will be. They let you do that. So just so you know, so you're not paying bills on the first and you're paying the bills the second month, second week, then you're paying the bills the third week, then the fourth. It's too much. So that's why I just sit down on the 30th and pay all of my bills for the month, especially when my mortgage is due the first. So that's what I do. So after my bills are paid, I am pretty much taken care of, right? There's really nothing else that I would have to spend money on in a serious sense unless I am taking my car to the shop or um I don't know, I need something done at my house or something like that, but that is few and far in between. And so I'm really not needing to spend money throughout the month once my bills have been paid on the 30th. Then that is that. That is done. Done is done. So after that though, um the other things that I'm spending money on is that Saturday run, right? So after you've paid your bills for the month, then that Saturday run where you are, you go on to the big box stores, you're getting your cleaner, your laundry detergent, whatever it is you need. You're also going to the market because I go to the market weekly. I don't go bi-weekly. Some people can do that. I can't do that because my fruit ends up going bad. If I try to get too much within, if I try to get too much, like at one time, and let's say I get some fruit, it's supposed to last for 2 weeks. After a week, let's say the fruit starts to go bad. So I don't do that. So that therefore I just get enough fruit for the week. And then I go weekly to the market to make sure that I'm picking up produce and everything else that I need. And I'm meal prepping. So I know exactly what I'm going to the market to get so that I'm not overspending in that area. And also on my Saturday runs, I'm going to get gas and I'm filling the car up for the week. And it can usually last me for the week if I'm not doing other stuff or going above and beyond, just hanging out, going here and there and everywhere after work, right? If I just come home, the gas will last me throughout the week. So again, I pay my bills the 30th of every month. I have my Saturday runs where I'm going to the market and I'm getting gas. Okay. Now, really, really outside of that, there is nothing else to be spent. For real. For me, there are no other needs that I need to have taken care of. And that's pretty much it, right? Bills, food, gas. That's it. That is it. Now, outside of that, I don't really need to spend money. Sunday, nah, you going to church, you coming home, that's it. Monday through Thursday, what are you doing? You're going to work. You're not spending money at work, right? Now, what I've seen is that people go to Dunkin' Donuts in the morning, Starbucks in the morning. They go get whatever it is that they want for breakfast in the morning. That could cost from $10 to $15 a day. I don't do that. And so when I go to the market, that's when I'm getting my breakfast for that morning. And it's usually a smoothie. And so I'm getting enough produce to last me through that week. So I'm good to go. I don't need to stop to get breakfast or anything else. I just need to go to work. And lunch. Lunch is already taken care of. Lunch also is purchased during that Saturday market run. So really, Monday through Thursdays, I don't need to really spend money, right? So I got in the habit of going to those happy hours, and that's where I would spend money. So Friday, that's the day where we usually spend money because we are going out to eat, we're hanging out as a family, and blah 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 blah. Blah. Right? So Friday is the day where okay, I'm spending a little bit more money, or I'm spending money, period. But that that is the only time that I should be spending money, right? The Saturday, the Friday, and on the 30th when I'm paying my bills. Other than that, no money needs to be spent. I mean, yeah, I will go out and enjoy a happy hour every now and then, but it doesn't need to be 2 to 3 times a week, right? Maybe once every other week, once a week. It don't need to be all of that. And so as a result, I can save more money by not spending it every single day. You have your select days that you're spending your money, and that is it. For you, you just have to decide what are those days. Like I know my days, and I told you several times the 30th, Saturday, and Friday. The 30th or Friday and Saturday. Those are the days that I'm spending money. Outside of that, I need to not, like, there's no reason for me actually to be spending money, right? So that is how I make sure that I'm staying within my free spending amount. And that could also be a way that you make sure that you're staying within your free spending amount. Know the days of the week where you're going to actually need to spend money, and the other days, shut it down. Shut it down, because you don't need to be spending money each and every day, especially if you have your needs taken care of, right? And most of us are in a place where we're able to have our needs taken care of. So, therefore, you don't need to be spending money every day. Just get what you need on those select days that we stated, or you stated, or you figured out for yourself, or you decided for yourself. Other than that, that's it. No other days. So, how do you make sure that you stay within the amount allotted for yourself in terms of free spending? You literally don't spend. You don't spend. Decide on the days that you're going to spend on, and that's it. You don't need to spend anymore.